We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 to 24-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And it is caught into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
To throw, here's Nix. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing Nix. And Thomas has it. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Broncos at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Nix looking to throw again. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
As they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but they just stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You can look at this Bronco defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to it.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken at about the 16. Breaks through the contact. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over first and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division and making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go play action with Nix.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Nix to the air. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25.
Well, he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
From the 23, here's second down and 1. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are in great shape here
they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Nix. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now it's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not grumble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
straight ahead, Taylor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Taylor is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together and they get the score right before the half.
Done good with the extra point.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Forward complete downfield to Thomas.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Nix.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Bo Nix
taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st down. 1st and goal, Jets.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
An audible here to get a new look.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Captain.
Looking to throw. Nix.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is coming on. You're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. He gets it to Thomas. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They're going. It's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And on that one, the youngster got caught holding the football a little too long in his own end zone.
And Brandon, you know how we always talk about the clock that a quarterback has to have in his head when he's passing the ball? It has to speed up when you're backed up like this because you know pressure's coming at you. He'll learn. He's just a rookie.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
It's a high-altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest. It's the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. On the left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Slot man motioned over. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got a man in motion. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Now looking to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time. Getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Anticipating the pass. Defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Nix to throw again. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
At the 23-yard line.
Captain.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Oh, man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ready. Olay.
They'll throw again. Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Ready.
Nix now, 3rd and 1. He's got Sutton complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 6-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Once more, it's Nix. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Captain. Olay.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Nix from the gun. On the move, hit it right. and it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these O-linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. This drive is going to start off with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
First down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Jets.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. The Jets with an early lead. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's caught by Wilson. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, New York.
From the gun, Taylor. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now lead by 10.
The kicker on for the point after.
So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Has this at the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And the man is there to knock that away.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Nix now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Jets' 46-yard line.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with a 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing it again here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. There he is on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Jets take their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Going for it on 4th, Nix. He connects downfield. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a one-score game before halftime. So they have absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
They send a man in motion. Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Looking to return from the 29. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Nix now on first and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Nix. This one's caught. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
17 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
He'll throw again. Nix. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Flushed out of the pocket. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown Denver. The Broncos take the lead. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pavement.
A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
3rd and goal.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd and goal. Here's Nix. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A game of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And it'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
And give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37th.
First down. First and 10.
They take the handoff. Now Nix. It is caught left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they get get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone on first. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Ready? Ready? Hey, Sean, let's go! Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay!
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10.
Setting up to throw. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Pass play coming here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He's going to throw it. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Nix. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. It's fielded at the 14. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Lining up now to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. We get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action with Nix. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Escapes a defender. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And that play, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Oh, no, the ball is loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction there off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
This is Ingram. Look at the left side. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running forward with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Put the body on the line for his team. And he makes the play in full extension. That's a touchdown. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Hits his running back. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Look to throw. Chased out to his right. Throws this one deep down the right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play.
ain't never been a skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, soon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, soon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like,